game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. That should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense. We give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Allen going to go to the air right away. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Brooks here. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now Allen. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. You talk about this Miami defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Round 80!
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 51-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A great field position for them, Charles, to start that drive, but not a lot of yardage to be had. They do, however, come away with a long field goal.
Yeah, and that's a plus. I mean, give them credit for that. They start the game 3-0. Don't come away empty-handed on this opening possession. And one other thing, it's a 50-plus yard field goal. Let's give the kicker a little respect as well. Those kind of kicks aren't routine.
looking to put a drive together. In motion, Hill. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Prescott.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Halted in his tracks by Keanu Benton. You look at this Browns defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
In motion, Hill. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Robinson up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, first down. A gain of 12.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter.
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Browns 3. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Treylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Allen off the play fake.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
To the air, Allen. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete.
That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
They'll run the draw with Brooks.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Allen. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And a short gain here, down to the 22.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Round 80. Look out.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
17-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Throwing now is Allen.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Ollie Gordon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to move back in front.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. In motion, Hill.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw and kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion, Hill.
Kill. We go 46 and 47. We go 46. We go 54, going to 54. We go 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Miami.
Yeah! 47. Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 26.
Throwing. Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go. Get out there. Hey, kill. 47. Hey, kill.
Final play of the half. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A 27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Dolphins 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All leads even as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Allen going to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
ETN up the middle. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On first down, right back to ETN.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Nolan Smith showing some bursts there to catch him behind the line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Allen.
Now they'll tuck this and run.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
A 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
47. Here we go, 46.
Prescott now. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms that are going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's a handoff to Brooks.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Round 80. What's up?
Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A handoff running left, Brooks.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Sanders' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
A second field goal here in this third quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure. And they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
46.
In motion, Hill.
Kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here go 46. Here go 54. Go to 54.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brown 80.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. It'll be a gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on a 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. But he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
A gain of 4 brings up 4th down and 1.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I know we're there, wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw something right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ollie Gordon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this a 9-point game.
33. Dolphins 24.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah! 47! Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 154, 1 here. 26.
Now Dak. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sweat. Sweat. Hey, right, hey. Here we go, 47. 26.
To throw, Prescott.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
That extra point is
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they will take a knee here.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown.